Assalamu alaikum everyone. How's it going? This is Ashraf Khalifa, um, المؤسس والمدير التنفيذي aka the founder and the CEO of Sudanpreneur Limited and Sudan Hub or Sudan Hub 360. Um, First of all, happy Global Entrepreneurship Week 2020. I'm just doing this live. What I'm going to do is every day I'm going to go on at 8 for about 10-15 minutes, give you guys a little bit of wisdom, test the market, and then also, yeah, but please make sure you stay right here because at 8:30 we're going to have our first interview of our series with expat mom, UAE, Isra Ahfad alumnus. She graduated with a master's at Ahfad University, so she can definitely tell us, a lot about Ahfad. And now she lives in the UAE. I'm coming to you live and exclusive from London town. So to all those people that are not aware by now, that should be, you haven't been following the page properly. I did kind of drop hints and stuff لكن يا جماعة أنا قاعد في إنجلترا لأنه البتاع ده فيرتشو الصراحة في الراحة صح. النت في السودان تعبان، ما تقول لي زين ولا سوداني ولا قريبة ولا كنار ولا واي فاي ولا خط ولا شبكة ولا كل الشبكات ضاربة. وزي ما قلت قبالك في اللايف بتاعي إنه أنا برضو اخترت ناس من برا عشان شبكاتهم ما هتقول لي شبكة ضاربة والنت والكهرباء قطعات وبتاع وهنا كذا. So also I wanted to go through a little bit. I feel bad for Isra because she's like the first person and like she's on the spot and stuff. But I'm gonna go through the questions a little bit. So I'll send this to Isra. And also I'm gonna give people the opportunity if they wanna, go on. All right. Isra Yazola. All right, I'm gonna offer Malaz, my friend, students. So I'm gonna give her this opportunity. I don't know if she wants to accept or not. But while we're waiting, I'm gonna go through roughly about what we're gonna do. All right, give me a second. All right, Malaz declined. Anyone that wants to come on with me for like about 15 minutes, get it to test this, or actually 10 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes even. But what I'm gonna do real quick, it's all right Malaz, I totally understand. معلش ما كنت قصدي اخدتك في السبوت كده. لكن اسألي اسئلتك هناي الممتازة على الأقل 3 أسئلة لو سمحتي لأنك ما دخلتي في اللايف. So I want to give a shout out to Sarah and Roa, 2 best friends, and the rocks and the foundations of the Sudanpreneur GEW AUW Simsa team. So basically, we're gonna talk about generally. I'm gonna read the questions. All right. So we've got so we want you to introduce yourself, the name and the business. We want you to tell us about the journey and obstacles that you faced through, right? And then we want to know how coronavirus impacted your business. How was your job environment affected after Corona? Have you ever been put in a situation that you have had to change your suppliers to avoid Corona? What entrepreneurship means to you? How do you manage to advertise your business? What do you advise? Do you have what advice do you have for new entrepreneurs and business owners? What motivates you? How do you generate new ideas? How can you outline your typical day before and after Corona? Add or edit if necessary. All right, so that's the questions that we've got. And then I've actually got another surprise for you guys, which is I'm gonna give you guys the name of all of our speakers. All right, so we've got Expat Kid, and then we've got Rima Deridi, and then we've got Masket, and then we've got Samah, and then we've got Anas Hamdan, aka Sudan Approved It, and then we've got Adila Monti Badri, aka Mercury, and then we've got Wala Mahmoud, aka Ninis, and then we've got Unique Nadit, and then last but not least, we've got Chilla Z. All right. So not gonna lie, I kind of went against my own policy, but we tried to find people that are not in Sudan. But Rima Jaili, for example, I've interviewed before, so I know that it would be dope. And then the second thing, we tried to find like a bit of a balance, boys, girls, okay. Right, my lads. Well, I've always wondered how you find the people that you interview. Is it literally just through scrolling Instagram? Wallahi, I'm actually very lucky because I was actually the first person to set up shop on Instagram, all right? So Sudan Hub, I started in 2011. So next year it's gonna be 10 years, and then Sudanpreneur I set up 2013. So I'm following 5,000 people, and it grew like organically over time. I've got 9,300 followers that also grew organically over time. But the most important thing is that I've got 6,600 posts. You know what I mean? So I've got a lot of posts and stuff like that. Well, it's just a lot of research, a lot of hard work. But a fast way of doing it, if you click on someone, so for example, I'm gonna give a shout out to Ahmed Ziyadi, for example. So Trainer Me. So if you want to find, pages that are like related to education, you click on Trainer Me and then you click on Suggested. So for example, another one like Ahmed Ziyadi's also got the Baobab Marketplace. So if you want to find business stuff, you click, or you click on those pages and then you see who they're following. I know with like Trainer Me, and it's probably my fault, but I know like Ahmed's making the page not follow anyone. So most pages they don't really follow. It's difficult, but it's Google, hard work, kida, da. All right. So, are you looking to interview interview entrepreneurs in Sudan and out of Sudan? Yep, I'm planning to interview every single Sudani because Sudanese people have so much to give to the world. What I'm gonna also do today, inshallah, hopefully it works out, is I'm gonna go through our 5 kandakas, and we've actually got 10 because I released 5 yesterday and 5 today. But I'm gonna go only for today's ones. If All right, so the first one we have is actually one of my close friends. Her name is Nafisa Sharfi. حافظها شوية وهقول لها أوزة لأنه أنا من ما كنت صغير بعرف اسمها أوزة. So she's the co-founder of Line Partners Consultancy. We've got Mihad Nasruddin. All right, we've got Zahra Majzoub Ali, also an Ahfad graduate. All right, we've got Awadia Coco. Wallahi, she's so amazing. She's like ست الشاي اللي عملت النغابة بتاعت ستات الشاي وكده. We've got Nahia Tobia, so she's super duper amazing. That was last but not least. If you go to Sudanpreneur, you've got like a snippet of what they've done. But if you want more information about what they've done, you've got the website, which is sudanpreneur.co.uk. Blue Hun, I'm a Sudanese woman who lives in the US, and I would be willing to talk about my business on another life. Sounds good. I'm not gonna lie. Like for this program, the first person to answer was and chose the day was selected, right? So we've got one. Maybe we might add more, but the plan is low ambition to have 7 lives, inshallah. All right. And then the second thing as well, I'm gonna continue the series, but most likely I'll keep them like every week, inshallah. But the whole priority is to celebrate and focus on Global Entrepreneurship Week. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to close the live unless anyone wants to join me now or has any other questions. And then you will see me in like about 10 minutes, inshallah. And then hopefully, expat, US, UAE, and me will have an interesting chat and discover and contribute to the success of Sudanese business, Sudanese entrepreneurship. Okida. And I hope you guys have a fruitful Global Entrepreneurship Week, and I hope it matches up to the mission and values that we put in, inshallah.